We're gonna use this janky old for lease sign that I found, some scrap plywood, American Power, Russian hands, professional tools, which is pretty much everything you see here is all you really need to make one of these guys. And yeah, this is not wood, this is the for lease sign, but let's see how it was made. Not a bad day out. Montero looking sick over there in the shade. So let's get this Mr. Beast sign on the chopping block. See how many blades we're gonna snap. Alright, it's all dremelled out. Only thing I realized that this bit needs to be cut out. This is a hollow spot. It's not white paint on. It's going to be a hollow piece. And I used the bigger size on the Dremel, so this way on this old kind of janky piece of wood, this will be a little bit better depth. Let's sand it down and start layering some paint on it. This one's almost cut out. I'm leaving these little connectors here so we know our spacing, because we're professionals over here. And since we always see for sale signs in Mr. Beast videos, I figured it's appropriate. I didn't have a for sale, but for lease. I found these around my building that our gym is in. So we're gonna cut this out of that. It's some kind of aluminum with plastic in between, but the jigsaw can handle it just fine. And also it'll be neat because it'll be very similar thickness combined to this, because we don't want this sign to be much thicker than that one. That wouldn't be appropriate, I don't think. So let's trace it and cut it out. Once cut out, we'll trim those bits afterwards behind, but we're gonna use some screws and the Russian eyeball method and screw these from the back. Cut out, I sanded it down the letters, and it actually sanded down the aluminum just fine. I got the Russian universal tool for scale, and now we can start painting. But I was thinking is, what if we burn it? We don't strictly need to, but I think I'm gonna burn it. So we're gonna wait till tomorrow morning so it'll be nice and dark so we can actually see the flames. And so through the magic of time, for this one we're gonna go ahead and put some OSHA approved protective gear on. Alright, all good. Let's see if we can see the flames outside still. Kind of. Alright, let's step our game up a bit. Alright, so it kind of has a decent pattern to it, especially this guy. I like that tiger stripe. I don't know how much of it will be saved, but I haven't burned anything for a while and I love wood burning it. The smell is real nice. Not bad pattern on the transformers, and then this piece you can see how big of a grain that was, so like it just doesn't, sometimes plywood just doesn't burn quite right. So we do experiment with it, so we'll paint that in a solid color and nobody will ever know about our transgressions over here. Mr. Beast colors are very similar to Old Boy, slightly different shade of blue, but I have those two already, so we're gonna go with that. Alright, since we're still experimenting, the white paint I had, I sprayed this Bigley sign and it kind of, the can was dying on me, so you know what's good about like rustic looking projects? That even if it falls, it doesn't really matter too much. So I just went to move the table and apparently the legs weren't locked in, so we got a bit of an accidentes over here. Fortunately all my cans were screwed in and so forth. I've done it before where it made a mess, but luck was on my side today. Mr. T, pity the fool. But alright, let's put it back into one place. Alright, so I dry brushed all the corners of this. is just get a little black paint on the brush, then wipe most of that off, most of it in the can, then on this, and then kind of dab the corners slightly. And I did the same here to give it like that aged look. So, and then we're still painting our doodle over there. So you can see it's already coming alive, especially if we do with a doodle eye. But because I used the big Dremel head on this rather than the tiny little guy like this, the marker doesn't go in there. And it's also very rough plywood, which we want for the old look. And also, look, that one's put together. If you're just starting out, use a Sharpie on a flat piece and it's just 10 times easier. But this isn't too bad either. With the brush, it just takes a while. But if you want to listen to an audiobook, way to go, and that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Shooting the opening for this, and we actually got mother dinosaurs are back, aka the birds. Alright, back to the sign. So the sign came out awesome, very happy with it. I ended up not wanting to make the main face or the main part too dark or too weathered. It was really nice. I did dab a little black paint on them. It's kind of hardly noticeable, but I'm very happy with it. This sign is super cool. I'm very happy with this, how this came out. The for lease sign, there's a hook and the hanger stuff on it. And then we got ourselves a, for scale, the blowtorch that I used, the PlayStation controller. And we got some Russian rubles over here, so we got like 4,000 rubles, which you can do the conversion. I don't even know what it goes for. Let's go over here to the table. Kind of from the beginning of the video, I just want to go over what I used. We didn't use the hammer, but all you really need is obviously some power. Starting with the projector, this one's like 60 bucks, and you can start doodling. $38 jigsaw, I think this one's like 25 or 30. That one was a gift, I don't know what the drills go for. You didn't really need the blowtorch, so we can move that out of the way. A couple of bucks for screws. I mean, you don't need a whole roll like that, but yeah, I mean, all in, it's probably 150, maybe 200 bucks worth of tool stops, but that's all I really have, and then some just scrap laying around. I mean, we could have done the whole thing out of this, actually. I do have a large sheet of it that I'm going to use for something, and scrap plywood that a friend hooked me up with. And then also, we're actually going to send this Skyrim doodle with it, and then, this little guy had a couple other pieces, so we're going to throw that into the package, so now I can wrap it all up. And we're gonna send it out. Really like that one. I even have it on this table somewhere. Let's see if it's under this corner. Yep, there, see? Look at that. That's the free table I got from the Rebounders business, but I do like that logo. I never actually played Gears of War, but the logo is cool. I did like Skyrim, so that was one of the, I think that's my second video on this channel. And my first video ever, my first photo, one of my first posts on Reddit, I posted this with sock, and it actually went pretty crazy, so I was like, well, cool, and so that's where my videos began. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed, and great success, and I'm gonna go doodle some next projects over here. We gotta get the doggy done. We have a problem, you guys, and it's not just the fact that I can't figure out how to play the Fallout board game, but it's the simple fact, let's go over here into my meditation chambers with my thing. The cushion, but it's the part that I packed everything in, I got it ready to go, and I realized in my Russian science research that I didn't do, I don't know where to send this, so I emailed the company, the email contact that I found, and so we'll see if there's a place I can send it to, but yeah, for now it'll have to just sit right here. Thank you guys for watching, and see what life will do with that secret package over there.